Smoke City.
Behind us.
He's hiding from
Yeah, he came down here and did the death thing.
Twos and his threes are nice. We'll get an inch on the split. I don't think he won't score as much as Stanky, I don't think, which is weird. Which is weird because. Well, all right, guys. It's January 19th, and mine and Isaac's Ohio whitetails are done. And we're on our way to Doylestown right now to Jason Sulzener's Bullseye Taxidermy. He's who we've used for the last, geez, what, 10 years? 8 years or so. But, yeah, we're going to go pick up our bucks. And there's some other, we got a bunch of other guys who have deer there too, so I'm going to take a little sneak peek and see how everyone else's bucks are looking. I know Cassix is there, and I know Matt has a buck there, and Isaac's got another deer there. His mule deer is there. But that's a project on its own that we'll get to. We'll talk about that one later. But our whitetails from Ohio are done, so should be pretty cool.
3 months from when I shot mine, a month and a week since you shot yours.
Yeah, month and a week. I shot mine 12-1. So he only takes in a few deer these days. He's not doing open public taxidermy anymore, so he's able to get this stuff done faster because he's only taking in friends and family and clients he's had forever. So that's good for us. There's a new addition. Isaac's 2021 buck right there. Came out really good. Jason did a good job. And it's his second mount here in the living room. Here's his original 2010, I believe. 2010 or 2009 archery buck. And then this, obviously, right here is, shot this one during gun season, maybe 2014, 2015. Somewhere around there. These two guys, Hook and Freak Daddy. We'll talk about those guys at a later date. I'm going to be putting together a really big project with Freak Daddy. And I could probably put together one with Hook too. A refreshed one, but we'll worry about that later. This is Luke's archery buck from 2013. All right, guys, we're over here at my house now, Caleb's, and we're going to switch gears, and I'm going to talk to you about my buck from this year, which I just got back. There's Dad's buck. He came out real good. He's got this big scar on his face over here that I really like. It shows that he was definitely fighting and doing a lot of dominant buck type stuff this year. That's the Traveler from 2019. Talked about him a lot. Obviously, those are my two best bucks. Where I shot Dad's buck is the exact location Traveler died. So where Traveler died, we had a little party in the woods, obviously, when we found him. And we put, like we always do, we put a beer can in a tree. And with that beer can in a tree, it was sitting right next to where the blood trail started for Dad's buck when I shot him. Lindsay put some wedding pictures up. We actually just redid this wall. A little bit of a compromise. I got to hang up 4 bucks. Lindsay got to put some wedding pictures up. Turned out really good. This is the West Virginia 10-point from the buck tree. That video gets talked about a lot too, obviously. One of the better ones we've done, one of the best weeks we've had. And that's my 2020 buck. That's Massey over here. I shot that one on the south side of the farm. Totally unrelated to these other two. But these guys were killed on the same ridge. Isaac's buck was also killed on that ridge. That middle ridge on our north farm is just pretty much where it's at when it comes to mature bucks. And we'll be able to take 3 over the last couple of years from that ridge. Something else we haven't really talked about yet is his shed. So we found the match set last year to Dad's buck, and I just never had him at the shop when I shot him, and that day and the recovery and all that. So he wasn't able to get paired up next to his sheds, but it is pretty cool. It's the first buck I have that I got the sheds from that I was able to take. Real proud of it. Eventually one day I'll make some type of display with those sheds, but for now they're just going to go back in the shed cabinet where we have the rest of them. But that's the trophy wall, and this season's pretty much coming to an end. We got a couple doe videos coming up, and there's some guys still chasing some late season bucks, but there's a big party February 11th from Medina County Hunters Measure Off, and that will probably be the last thing that we film for this season. And then we'll be back for season 7 next year, 2022.
He's all 1/6 turnout, bro.
Listen, you killed a mature buck before you went out west again. That's all that matters.
You needed it.
You needed it bad. You needed it really, really bad.